I'm not. I'm not exclusively committed to anyone.
Spinning a block me more than back and forth. That mean he up in them shorts. You know what I'm saying? I mean he's smacking down. China man shows D coming at y'all with another one, and I guess we finna see why Miss Cheyenne, you know what she got going on. Yeah, she out here be acting unruly. We finna get into it.
36 months, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant has blown up. She's literally the female dating coach or relationship counselor for women, and she does so by debate, similar to Kevin Samuels, but more or less in person. She will go to popular men's podcasts like Nick Cannon and Cam Newton and morally hold them accountable. And she's always on the offensive all the time. And she typically does this by making the host cover a lot of territory and keeping them always on the defensive. And it has worked largely with Cam Newton and Nick Cannon, both of these men who have many kids and have never been married. These clips go viral, even adding to the fame of Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. But then there was a day in which she showed up to Paul Pierce's podcast and...
Wow, what do that entail for a 42-year-old?
I'm dating.
Dating, but
I'm not exclusively committed to anyone, but I
actually remember seeing this when this came out. She got tripped up, but this is everybody now. It seems like it don't matter who it is. Every dating guru don't really got their shit together. Or, you know, they ain't dating, but they telling everybody else how to date. You know what I'm saying? To me, this whole dating shit is really trial and error and common sense and a little bit of discernment.
I have one guy that I have dated
she's
off and
stuttering now.
on
We
for
got
5
her.
years.
We got her.
We've dated for 5 years off and
So
on.
you was his work for 5 years? You been his work? You still his work?
Oh my God.
So Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is stuttering. Paul Pierce basically asked about her relationship experience instead of talking about relationships in general. And she says that she's dating several people and she's been with a guy on and off for 5 years. And she used the term spinning the block, which basically means that this particular guy that she's been dealing with, she's been going back and forth with him. And she's also talked about, you know, getting...
Spinning a block me more than back and forth. That mean he up in them shorts. You know what I'm saying? I mean he's smacking down. That's what spinning a block mean. That mean more than just back and forth. Back and forth ain't spinning a block.
pregnant herself without being married, which is a complete contradiction to what she's been talking about when it comes to Cam Newton and guys like Nick Cannon. So it's a complete hypocrisy. Down. And then Corey Holcomb came out and said this.
Paul Pierce is more street fortified than any of them seen her talking to on the internet. So he was like, hold on, wait. And he started talking to her like a motherfucker talked to a bitch, and she just hung herself because she didn't have an answer. She created an AI and lied on him, and he ain't never did nothing to her. She created an AI individual, this so-called dude that she say exists. That dude don't exist, y'all.
Corey Holcomb says that she has an AI boyfriend, like the dude is not even real. And then he follows it up.
Got a history on the internet because she erased it. You don't see her coming up in school and doing all that. Lames don't think like that. You don't see back how she used to move. She erased it. She's an extortionist. She extort weak niggas for a living while some put.
Got him! Basically, she's out here, looking on the you-know-what. And these claims indicate one thing. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is a lesbian. Of course, there is all...
Oh, that caught me off guard. I thought this was finna have something to do about fucking, I'm thinking this is going to have to do something about, like, her getting cheated on, or she's a whole lesbian? LGBTQ? That was a curveball. I didn't see that coming. It's good.
Always going to be hearsay, but this isn't a new rumor.
So Dr. Cheyenne is a lesbian. I knew that anyway, judging by her entourage and people that she had surrounding her. Oh, my bad, allegedly. But the message still remained the same. Y'all sit up there and listen to the pastor every day, go to the church knowing that the pastor still like the same, fornicating, committing adultery, even like little bitty But that still don't stop y'all, does it?
So here is somebody saying, listen, she is a lesbian, and I can tell by the pictures that I've seen before. But the most troubling allegation came from Tasha K herself. And this is really bad. I'll tell you why. Because
My bad. That was a stupid ass example, though. It's nowhere near similar to a pastor. Yeah, pastors be on bullshit too, but yes, we all know pastors have like carnal things about themselves and all the flesh makes them want to do. Yeah, we all want to do the same shit, but that's an overall human thing. That's a human thing. What would be equivalent is a pastor trying to tell someone from the LGBTQ how to fucking vet their next boyfriend or some shit, or how to fucking screen their next 3 dates or however, whatever. That's equivalent what she's doing. If you a whole lesbian, how are you gonna tell heterosexual women how they're supposed to deal with the relationship? Especially if you lying about it. If you up front with it and be like, oh yeah, hey, coming from my perspective, here's what I noticed. That's different. But if you lying about it and acting like you got like you Miss Huxtable, you know what I'm saying, got it all like that, then that's where it's kind of tricky.
Corey Holcomb and Tasha K do not like each other, do not have kind words to say about each other. But on the case of Dr. Cheyenne Bryant,
A little backstory on Dr. Bryant. Well, Dr. Bryant, who y'all been praising for her ability to check men and I guess lead modern women into setting higher standards for themselves, is a gay woman and hasn't come out and told y'all that she's gay because it will ruin her brand. Because remember, Cam came at her and was like, you know, are you married? She was like, no. Are you have any kids? No. How are you going to check me and try to tell me what's right when you don't like men at all? So, you know, you have no business being in this conversation. And so she had a girlfriend that is best friends with Cam Newton. And the girlfriend, because Dr. Cheyenne had went to school for psychology from University of Phoenix, needed to somehow get her brand out there, but she could not do it being a fully lesbian woman, right? And so she had to pretend to like men, to be this expert for women who are looking for men, who are looking for marriage, when she didn't desire any of that. She was basically just trying to build her brand and public image.
Tasha K will go on to say that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant's girlfriend was close friends with Cam Newton, and her girlfriend is definitely a lesbian. And so she got Dr. Cheyenne Bryant on the show with Cam Newton, but Cam Newton had no idea that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant was going to be such a difficult host and, you know, basically attacking him and his credibility. And because of Dr. Cheyenne Bryant's, you know, kind of brute force.
She is a bad one, though. If she is a little stud up under, not up under there, but if she is a little stud muffin, she's still a bad one. I ain't gonna cap to you.
Aggressive interview style, or, you know, putting a lot of pressure on him. He and the lady fell out because Cam Newton found out, according to Tasha K, that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant was in a gay relationship, and Cam Newton felt that because she wasn't even, you know, married or had a long-term girlfriend or ever had kids, she was in no moral position to talk about him. And so once he found out about the real truth of her sexuality, he then ended the friendship with Dr. Cheyenne Bryant's girlfriend because he felt that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant and her girlfriend were acting in bad faith. At one point, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant has come out to challenge these claims.
The pink elephant in the room.
Listen, y'all, I have often been accused of being a queer, a lesbian, and having a fine ass woman hiding in the closet.
That was the gayest shit I ever seen. She a lesbian for sure. You see now she did all that. She tried to put all the extras on it like it's a joke. Like, nah. Look at her little sweet ass.
But I'm also a strong Christian and I know my Bible well, okay? But as a heterosexual woman, straight woman, how can I answer that question, y'all, and be strong in my opinion without being accused of being homophobic?
So here we have Dr. Cheyenne Bryant on a LGBTQ panel saying that she's not gay. And she references the word of God, okay? I know my Bible. So on this particular Fox Soul episode, they were talking about gays in the church or something like that. So she's telling them, listen, I could not be gay. I am a Christian. The Bible is against homosexuality. So basically she's throwing the LGBTQ community underneath the bus because she could never be that because she is a Christian. But again, people on social media are really good with their inspections.
That's a horrible argument too, though. It's a bunch of gay people that's Christian. Even though I know it's the argument, how can you be both? Blah blah blah. Regardless, there's a lot of gay people who believe in God.
And this is what happened on Media Takeout. Now, apparently, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant got her nails done. All right, nothing bad about that. And if we can look at the picture here, this is Dr. Cheyenne Bryant on a story. Oakland, we go. Oakland, we on the way, baby. Hashtag go birds. And you can see that's Dr. Cheyenne Bryant's fingernails. Okay, nails, whatever. You know, very nice nails. Okay. Then those same nails, if we could put it side by side, is her having dinner with somebody, okay? And the lady that she's having dinner with is Ty Young. Now, Ty Young is a ex-WNBA player, now social media content creator, who was completely out in the closet, and then this lady is completely gay, okay? Now, this is Dr. Cheyenne Bryant at Ty's birthday celebration, and it does look like an intimate dinner for two. So, is this a coincidence? I mean, it could be a coincidence. To be honest, it could be a coincidence. And the reason why is because, hey, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is popular. She's known. She may be good friends with Ty Young. But hey, it's no problem. It could be the case. But the next thing is something different, okay? If you can look at Ty Young, here is, you know, the Instagram post. Her and two others. She's in a black shirt, and she has this tie chain, okay? No problem. Then let's look at Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant has on the same chain, but it's flipped backwards so that you really can't see what it is. But if you flip that chain, it is, you guessed it.
See, females are so funny. Like, this the part that cracked me up. If you're trying to hide it, why do all the little hints? Why leave the little breadcrumbs if you really trying to hide it? But I get it, though. They probably like they're arguing, oh, you never showed me how long we got to live like this. You know how I be. And so she did some little petty shit. Like, I'm going to wear your chain and flip it. Like, that's stupid. You might as well kept that shit off. They're trying to hide it.
Ty. In other words, I'm repping her chain. I'm in a relationship with her, and clearly that's what this means. So Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, indeed, in my honest opinion, is in a relationship with this lesbian woman. Now, of course, what you're going to hear are people going to say, listen, just because she's a lesbian, that doesn't change her positions. That doesn't change her arguments. And you can look at it like that. But the reality is that it does change her positions, because Dr. Cheyenne Bryant said it herself. I'm not gay. I'm a heterosexual woman. I'm looking to bring men and women together. That is what she says. But ultimately, what we see is Dr. Cheyenne Bryant doing the opposite. And she's doing what a lot of content creators have done in the past, which is basically get out here and, you know, say what they want to say to get money. I mean, it's no different than Fresh and Fit, no different than Donovan Sharp. You know, you get an audience, you monetize the audience.
Well, yeah, that's the only thing. Also, too, if you ain't never been married and you gay and you don't got no kids, you can't give people advice. You give your opinion, but you can't give advice, and you cannot teach. You know, and like you can't teach in good faith and give advice in good faith, knowing that you have you haven't had to overcome any of the obstacles that come with in that arena and that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? That's fucked up. And you lying about it at that too. So if you tell them the truth and they still want to take your advice, then that's on them. But you lying about it too.
You go to all these bigger podcasts, you get booked, you know, you get a lot of money, and you basically are, you know, a beautiful woman, and you're making up stories about the fact you have a boyfriend and you don't. You really have a girlfriend, and you're just doing anything to get to the bag. Even Dr. Cheyenne Bryant's educational credentials are even suspect themselves. So it does make a difference, because what is her real motive? If Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is gay, she should just say that she's gay and then accept it. But you've already said that you're not gay, that you're heterosexual. But the way that you're moving, it looks like you are basically gay. Now you're doing these kind of little encrypted posts or.
Oh, yeah. With the chain shit, I think that's pretty much the gist of the video. Well, hold on. Hold on.
She seems to be quite bothered, okay? And I'm talking about Ty Young. Ty Young recently posted on her story, I can't stand the fact that people will get on public platforms and tell bold-faced lies.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the f you think you is?
That's right.
Hey, but she might be subbing her, though. You don't know. it's no telling who she talking about, but she might be subbing her like, damn, like, come on now. This shit's starting to look silly. You wearing my chain, you posting a little discreet dinner, trying to grown as hell, have a sneaky link. You know what I'm saying? But I do get it though. Like once you come out that if you were 100% lying about this and they come out, oh yeah, the whole little giving advice shit is over with. Shit, you gonna have to sell a book about why you did it. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. We got another one done. We're finna check in on next week.